Good evening, everyone. Your first forecast is brought to you by Stored at Home, rent-to-own portable buildings. For today, we did have a few spotty showers and thunderstorms move through the region. We could have a little bit more as we head into tomorrow, but we are going to see lots of sunshine, and of course, that's going to warm us up back into the 90s or even upper 80s if those clouds come in a little bit earlier, and we do have the possibility of afternoon thunderstorms. So here's a look at your forecast as we make our way into your Saturday. 72 degrees. Mostly cloudy conditions as we start off the day. We're going to see a little bit of sunshine by noon. Temperature rings around 84 degrees and our high only in the upper 80s as those clouds will move in just a little bit earlier, just preventing us from warming up into the 90s. And then a few thunderstorms could be possible by the latter part of the afternoon and evening. We are expecting the possibility of heavy rain toward the end of the weekend and into your Labor Day. We'll have more details on that on ABC 31 News.
Welcome to ABC 31 News tonight. I'm Scott Beadle. Alexandria has welcomed 6 new resident doctors who will be spending the next 3 years at Rapides Regional Medical Center. ABC 31's Joanna Phillips has more in our big story tonight.
6 new doctors earned their long white coats yesterday evening as they begin a journey at Rapides Regional Medical Center. These doctors will spend 3 years in the Sunlaw community as residents through the Louisiana Family Medicine Residency Program.
It's our 22nd time that we've done this since the inception of the program. We are the only residency in Louisiana that does this, but it's our opportunity to show the new residents coming in how much we appreciate them and to welcome them officially into Alexandria.
Some of these residents are familiar with Louisiana and call it home, but for others, it's a change of scenery. And although they've just begun the residency, it's only the beginning.
It's more than I expected it to be. It's also more stressful than I expected it to be. But I guess it's like any, they call us the baby doctors, because you're just getting into it. But it's been way more of a delight.
Altogether, Rapides Regional has 18 residents.
We are up to 18 residents. We have 6 residents at each level, a first-year level, a second-year level, and a third-year level.
I feel like they're very strong, and I think they're going to become wonderful family physicians, very strong in their knowledge and very capable of practicing medicine, hopefully in central Louisiana.
Joanna Phillips, ABC 31 News.
Police are investigating a deadly crash that happened this morning around 10 on LA 182 near LA 358. 58-year-old Dolores Mason of Opelousas was killed. Police say Mason was driving her SUV south. For unknown reasons, ran off the right side of the road. She hit several mailboxes, went into a ditch, and flipped. Mason was not wearing a seatbelt. She was pronounced dead at the scene. A Natchitoches grand jury indicts 26-year-old Felicia Smith for murder and the burning death of a 6-month-old baby. That happened in July. The investigation into the child's death continues, especially regarding charges against the child's mother, 23-year-old Hannah Barker of Natchitoches. She is currently charged with conspiracy and principal to murder. Alexandria police say a motorcycle officer sustained non-life-threatening injuries yesterday afternoon. Police say it happened at Coliseum and Sky when another vehicle struck that patrolman. Crime Stoppers needs your help in solving a burglary that happened last Saturday on Highway 488. Tools and equipment worth almost $6,000 were taken, including everything from a blower to a bag with duct testing items. If you can help, please call authorities or Crime Stoppers. If you can identify the man in this picture, remember, you could receive a reward for tips leading to an arrest and conviction. An illegal immigrant is sentenced to 7 months in prison for re-entering the United States illegally 3 times after being removed. He's 40-year-old Alberto Rodriguez Perez. A few months ago, a deportation officer encountered Rodriguez Perez while at the Lafayette Parish Correctional Center. The officer later discovered that Rodriguez Perez was illegally in the U.S. and had been deported before. Well, Labor Day marks the end of summer, but that doesn't mean all the fun events in Avoyelles Parish are coming to an end.
September 1st, we have an open car show at the Yellow Bayou Memorial Park in Simpsport, and that is on Highway 1. Open car show, different kinds of vintage vehicles are going to be there. Wonderful food, a family event. Starts at 9, ends at 3 on September 1st. At Water's Edge, Leah Moro Moras, an art exhibit which will take place on September 8th from 5 to 7 at the Avoyelles Arts Council Gallery. Tunica Biloxi Storytime. Let's celebrate Native American heritage at the Tunica Biloxi Cultural and Educational Center, September 8th, 11 o'clock. And then, of course, John, it's time for church fairs in Avoyelles Parish.
You can find more events happening in Avoyelles Parish during the month of September online at the Avoyelles Parish Tourism website. Up next, farewells for two influential people. We take you to Washington, where Senator John McCain lies in state. And then to Detroit, where hours of music filled the church where Aretha Franklin first performed. ABC 31 News will be back after this.
Buckle up. This will be fun.
Alabama versus Louisville, Saturday night at 7 on KLAX, ABC 31. Sponsored locally by Brian Kubero and Associates.
In Washington, it is another day where the honor and respect for Senator John McCain is on full display. The public is getting a final chance to say goodbye. At this hour, the late senator lies in state at the U.S. Capitol following a private memorial service this morning. ABC's Elizabeth Herr is in Washington with more.
A solemn display of respect for an American hero. The military honor guard carrying the casket of Senator John McCain into the Capitol Rotunda for the last time. And at that moment, the skies began pouring rain. Inside, political luminaries of the past and present joining the McCain family, including his 106-year-old mother, Roberta, commemorating the life and service of an American patriot.
This is one of the bravest souls our nation has ever produced.
With Speaker Paul Ryan and Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell praising McCain and thanking his family.
On behalf of the Senate and the entire nation, thank you. Thank you for lending him to us longer than we had a right.
While Vice President Mike Pence delivered a message of gratitude from the White House.
The President asked me to be here on behalf of a grateful nation to pay a debt of honor and respect to a man who served our country throughout his life.
President Trump reportedly not welcomed here. That directive said to come from McCain himself, who also planned this final and powerful show of unity, having leaders from both parties and both chambers participating in the ceremonial wreath laying. And following that ceremony, there was another touching moment today. We're told McCain's close friend, Senator Lindsey Graham, took Mrs. McCain to her late husband's desk in the Senate chamber and presented her with 2 white roses from the flowers on McCain's desk right now in his honor. Elizabeth Herr, ABC News, Capitol Hill.
Now to a send-off fit for a queen in Detroit today. It was the final goodbye for Aretha Franklin, the legendary Queen of Soul. Zachary Quiche was there.
Aretha Franklin's music forged deep connections with people across the world. That was clear as thousands rolled into the Greater Grace Temple to say thank you and goodbye. They called it a spiritual service, and it was oh so soulful. They stood up and swayed to the Klax sisters, and if there was any doubt about this new generation and their love of Aretha, Ariana Grande answered that. You make me feel like a natural. Among the group of guests and speakers inside, Bishop T.D. Jakes.
Aretha Franklin, in a class all by herself, has touched the world, each of us in our own way.
Former President Bill Clinton also paying tribute to the Queen of Soul.
She took this massive talent and decided to be the composer of her own life song. What a song it turned out to be.
But the honor paid to Aretha spread beyond U.S. shores. Even in Buckingham Palace, during the changing of the guards, they literally paid her respect. Aretha Franklin was nominated for 44 Grammys, taking home 18 of the awards.
And you're going to be one of the featured voices in the choir of angels because, you know, you'd have to be.
Aretha passed away August 16th at the age of 76. She stood for justice, she stood for people, and today they stood for her. Zachary Quiche, ABC News, Detroit.
8 people were killed in a grisly bus crash near the New Mexico-Arizona border yesterday afternoon, and more than 40 others were hurt. First responders rushed to pull survivors out of the Greyhound bus. The front end of it entirely ripped off. Authorities say a semi-truck heading the opposite direction on Interstate 40 blew a tire, lost control, and crossed the median into oncoming traffic. The National Transportation Safety Board says it has sent a team of investigators to begin looking into that incident.
It's going to take investigators quite a while to go through and actually identify who was sitting where and who were the drivers and who were the passengers.
Greyhound officials say they are also planning to send an investigation team of their own. Kim back with us now, and a little bit of rain out there today.
Yeah, we had a few spotty showers out there, and we didn't have enough rain, though, enough cloud cover to just keep those temperatures from climbing up. So today, our high was around 94 degrees. Our normal's around 93, so very close to normal. We are going to see, though, a little bit of a cool down this weekend because we are expecting some heavy rain. We'll have more details on that coming up.
This fall, the balls are back.
Oh, that was so unfair!
With all the bumps.
Are you ready to rock?
Bounces.
That did not look good.
And wacky wipeouts.
This looks really bad.
Where everyday people go daredevil crazy.
Oh my God, she made it!
In outrageous battles for big bucks.
That did not feel good.
Wipeout Weekends, coming this fall.
Saturdays on KLAX TV.
Well, welcome back, everyone. Tomorrow we are expecting temperatures to be just a tad cooler, but it will be warm enough, and we're going to have enough humidity where those temperatures will be feeling like 100 degrees. We do have the possibility of showers and thunderstorms by the latter part of the afternoon. And then from Sunday into Labor Day, temperatures will be a little bit cooler. We do expect some scattered showers and a few storms that could bring some heavy rain, and then more rain possible, at least heavy rain, and by the latter part of next week. And that's because we have a tropical system that could impact our weather. Our highs today, 94 degrees in Alexandria, 92 degrees in Leesville, so temperatures just about normal for this time of year, and our dew points are in the upper 60s, so not quite into the 70s, but still muggy out there, and we're going to see the muggy conditions last through the weekend. Our future radar is showing any activity that we have out there will continue to die down for the overnight, and then tomorrow we are going to start off with some sunshine, maybe even a little bit of cloud cover as showers start again, sparking off in the east, moving to the west, and then we have a low pressure system that will develop just to our south early on Sunday, and it will bring a little bit more moisture northward, and so we do expect the possibility of rain, and heavy rain at that, Sunday into your Monday. We're also keeping an eye on a couple of systems in the tropics right now. One is a tropical depression number 6. When it develops into a tropical storm, which we're expecting by this weekend, it could be called Florence, unless this tropical disturbance in the Caribbean starts to make its way to the west. So as we head into the weekend, this system will continue to move a little bit to the west toward the Gulf of Mexico, and it will be in an area that is conducive to development. So there could be a lot of rain from Florida into the Gulf states by the latter part of next week. If this develops, it could be a tropical system, or at least a tropical storm, by the latter part of the week. But our models right now are showing that it will actually weaken in the next week or so. So hopefully that will happen, but otherwise it will bring some rain and some choppy seas along the coast. Temperature-wise, our average highs are around 93 degrees. It looks like we're going to be below that through the weekend and into your Labor Day, and that's because of rain chances, possibly even some heavy rain at that. And then 92 degrees on your Tuesday, so temperatures will be closer to normal toward the middle of next week. Temperatures tonight drop down to around 72 degrees, patchy clouds, it will be humid. Tomorrow look for highs around 89 degrees. There could be an afternoon shower or thunderstorm, and then heavier rain possible on your Sunday with the high only around 85 degrees, 88 on your Monday. We do have chances of afternoon thunderstorms from Tuesday into Thursday, but notice those temperatures drop a little bit by the end of the week, 87 on Wednesday and 90 on Thursday, because there could be a tropical system that could affect our weather. We'll be keeping an eye on that system. Scott.
As Labor Day approaches, here's Weekends with 31. Once a month, you can have breakfast and rub elbows with pilots who are fans of experimental aircraft. Join them for breakfast tomorrow at 7 at Beulah Lake Airport. Bacon Fest is a celebration of all things bacon with treats like chocolate-covered bacon. It's tomorrow from 7 to 4 at Atwood's Bakery. The DeVille Farmers Market is tomorrow from 8 to noon at Crossroads New Life Tabernacle. The Cenla Duck Derby is tomorrow at 10 a.m. at the Treehouse. The event offers around 5,000 rubber ducks racing down a giant water slide for prizes. And it's a block party, too. The Benjamin Fest 2018 is tomorrow from 11 to 10 at Huckleberry Brewing Company. This is the first festival to support a scholarship fund for performing arts at LSUA in the name of Ben Rougeau. Will feature bands and gumbo. And finally tonight, it is fun making new friends, especially for a seal named Kea. The Elm Harbor seal captured a glimpse of a butterfly through the window and became fascinated. And as you can see there, they kind of made friends. She even did a few flips to impress the butterfly. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend.